Is this where you live?
Yeah.
You live in my dream house, Arti.
Was it hard to find?
Let's come in. No,
Was
it
it?
wasn't actually.
No.
The GPS brought us right here.
Awesome.
Do I need to take off my shoes or
No,
what do you need?
just wipe them. Wipe people they can come.
Oh my goodness, Arti, I can't wait for you to show us around.
Come on. Well, I have a lunch ready for you. I'm starving myself.
It's lunchtime, isn't it? I cannot wait to. Oh my goodness, Arti, you didn't have to do all this.
Well, you're on a vegan diet, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, yeah,
I'm meant to be
so-
working, not eating.
Well, I want to
wow.
let everybody know that she's on a vegan diet and losing the weight.
I
And
am.
is sick and tired of eating all the leaves. So I made her something different just so she could enjoy it.
Thank you very much. It is
Okay.
very much appreciated. Right, so I guess what are we doing? This is Ladies Corner with Tea. Ladies Corner is a women's platform that is a syndicated women's platform that seeks to amplify the good work women do in our community. And today we have a woman extraordinary. She's a mother, she's a wife, and she's a businesswoman. Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time on Ladies Corner, Arti Verma Kwatra. Hello. Right. Usually we start with tea, don't we? What sort of
Yes.
tea is this? Is it
It's
mint?
called chai. I have ginger in it, cardamom, and a lot of spices. You're
Shall I
just gonna
pour
fall
you-
in love. Yeah.
Okay, I love spices.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it. I love my spicy chai.
Thank you so much. Now your house is magnificent. So this
Are you
is
gonna pour it
yours.
for me as well?
Yeah, this
Wow.
is. Sorry.
No worries.
It's me.
Thank you.
Your house is beautiful. What is your favorite part of?
Of my house?
Yeah, is it this room? Is this the sunroom?
Well, yes, this room is for friends. So
Okay.
yes, it's a favorite part. But I have a praying room upstairs too, where you just meditate, calm yourself down. That's my favorite room. It's the quietest room there, and
Right.
it's just so good.
I'll call this a mansion. Is that what you call it? This is like my dream princess home. When you're living in my house, Auntie, I'm moving in.
You should move in.
I'm moving in. Okay. So you.
Tell me if you want more sugar in your chai, though.
No, let's have a sip. It's beautiful. Thank you.
I just don't have too
What
much
is
sugar.
inside again?
Ginger, cardamom. This is a lot of spices, like
I love
fennel.
You need to give me the recipe. Do you buy the tea
Yeah.
bag?
No,
you
just
make
regular
it?
Red rose or any black tea. You could just put in there.
With the
It's
spices.
just the spices that gives you the fresh
It's gorgeous.
aroma.
It tastes. My taste buds are alive. You should try it. We'll get the recipe from you. Now, when I was thinking about coming here, a lot of things came onto my mind. One, you're a philanthropist, and I personally could not get enough of all the posts on Facebook. This morning, the Marriott, everybody, they were greeting you. They were doffing their hat to you.
Oh,
So
yeah.
tell us, who is the Lady Arti? Let us get to know you. Tell us about yourself.
Well, yeah, people call me philanthropist, but I'm really being just me, trying to help as much as I can. And yes, Delta was welcoming me because I'm doing an event. It's called Miss Noble Canada.
Right.
I do that every year where 100% of my profit goes to charities. I did last year for Edmonton Down Syndrome. And this year is for Canadian Armed Forces and Women Education.
Why are you so passionate though?
Oh, I don't know, T. I think God just made me like that. I
Is
just
it?
have
Oh.
that wit where I just want to go help people. And now when I'm healthy and I'm capable, I just want to use it as much as I can before I get old and I can't do much. I'm going to do it as much
You
as
do
I
have a
can.
passion, I noticed.
Oh, thanks,
You do have a passion, and you do. I mean, for the Marriott to doff their hat to you the way they did, oh my God, it means you're staring beyond the surface, aren't you?
Oh, thanks.
You are raising money for women's education. Is that in this country or in India?
Canadian Armed Forces is obviously here, but
Yeah.
then women education is more for India.
Right.
So it's just for the girls who can get an education, because I personally go there every year
Right.
and help them, but I've always done it at a smaller scale with whatever I could with my two hands.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm looking for help from my friends, family, and everybody around to make a difference, because I feel if you educate a woman, you educate the family, you
It's
educate
true.
the world, and it's so important. But then, I had a talk with the family members there when I was in India was like, why wouldn't you educate a girl? And they're like, I don't blame them because they are struggling
financially
just to meet the needs. Like they can't even feed a family. And if they can't feed a family, education is just not even in their mind right now. They're just struggling to just bring food to the table.
That's right.
Like something like that would be like a dream for them to sit and just enjoy the meal. They're just struggling day and night. So yes,
where
no
did
money.
you get this passion from? Was it when you were little, when you were growing up? You grew up in India, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as a little girl, did you look up to your mom or your dad or to your spiritual leader? Where is this coming from? As in, this is really refreshing.
Yes, definitely. I've learned a lot from my parents. There's so much you could learn from your parents, and you are what your parents are, what they make you. And my family, my siblings, my supportive husband, and my in-laws, they're all very supportive. But I would like to say thanks to Canada, the country which has provided me so much opportunities. I dream of it, and it's there.
Look at the house you live in. Are you serious? Where you live in? Oh my goodness.
To me, it's like, is it possible? Like, I dream of it and then I go do some research and it's out there. This land is full of opportunities.
It is.
And I'm so blessed that I'm a Canadian, and I'm so proud to call myself Canadian citizen.
Amen. Amen. I'm proud to be here too, just so you know, okay?
Uti, you should try some food as well.
Okay, all right, let's do it.
I'll do that.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Before it gets cold, because it's like...
Okay, go for it. What is that?
Just so you know, I'm a good cook too.
How do you do it? I don't know. I know you have 3 children. You have you're married, meaning you're an active wife. There's Camcor, there's Miss Noble, and there's Mixximize. How do you do it? How are you able to combine everything? You need to eat as well, not just
I will.
me.
But I'll just grab a cookie maybe for now.
Okay. Oh my goodness, you're stuffing me up and you're grabbing a cookie.
I'm gonna feed you healthy.
This is not fair.
I'll feed you healthy while I munch on sugar and butter. So yes,
so how do you...
I got married when I was only 18, actually 19, my bad.
You fell in love with him at first sight. It's Valentine in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
What are you doing for Valentine? Is he taking you somewhere?
He better do. He doesn't get a chance to talk about it, but he better do.
Alright.
It wasn't love at first sight, no.
So
we were just friends.
You've been with your husband since you were 18?
Since I was 18.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like a lifetime.
Yeah, I was a kid. Like, we pretty much grew up together.
Alright.
And then...
Does it get better over the years? Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
He does.
So it's better now than when you first started?
Oh, yes.
Aww.
Well, he does get... Men do get better. They're like wine. They age better. More. So...
I mean, oops, sorry, I didn't say... I mean, if I lived in this house, if a man built me this house, I'd be loyal for life.
Just
Just because of the house. Oh my goodness, I'll become a stay-at-home mom. I'll become a stay-at-home mom. I'll do everything it needs me to do. Just joking though.
Yeah, don't take her seriously. She doesn't need. And you can't have one person build the house. It's a mutual.
It is.
Yes, we both work together. We work hard enough to make it.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm very blessed. I'm financially secured, so I can do more of a philanthropy stuff.
This is very nice, by the way. I still can't remember. What's this again? Quinoa.
And then there's a lot of veggies, stir-fried with tofu.
Alright, I love this. It's really nice.
I just had some soy sauce in it though, for the color change.
I don't cook.
Really? I love cooking.
Yeah.
Well, I love eating.
That's why you're
cooking.
married, isn't it? Yes.
No. When I got married, I didn't know any of the cooking. No, I didn't know much. I was a kid. I was a baby.
Who taught you how to cook? Your husband
Well,
or
I
your
didn't have
mother-in-law?
my family here. I didn't have my in-laws. Nobody. We both came here.
At 18?
19.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
So we didn't know. Like, none of us knew how to cook. My husband still doesn't know how to cook. But
God bless him.
yeah. Well, I miss my mom's food, how she cooked and how she spoiled us.
This is really
So
good.
yeah, I would call her every 5 minutes, like, Mom, I want to cook this. How do I do this? And she's like, oh, okay, well, you do this, you do that. And then I learned it. And nowadays you have YouTube as a mother too,
Yeah, true.
who would
that.
just guide you for every
True.
recipe.
I mean, when I had my daughter, of course, I'm a single mom, and my mom stayed with me, bless her, for the first 6 months, and then she had to go back. Sorry?
You want me to grab you a bigger plate?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to settle down
Okay,
and enjoy the meal.
Tell me what you were talking about your
And
mom.
so my mom left back from Nigeria, and I was left with a 7-month baby that I never washed, that I could not feed on my own, I could not bathe. So my sister lives in Canada. I called her up on the phone. I said, look, this child is always crying. So she emails me a step-by-step guide of how to put my baby on my back. Because my housework was piling up. I had to go to work and all that. Eventually,
Sorry, I missed it. Was it back in Nigeria?
no, this was in the UK.
In UK?
This was in the UK. So my sister, bless her heart, she emailed, she guided me through that process. But this thing is not natural for everyone like it is for you. What are the challenges you faced being a mother, a woman? Because right now it looks like it's a fairy tale, right? But it hasn't always been like this.
No. But when we came, we actually didn't really have much money to start with. It was a struggle, yes. But then that would be like every immigrant story.
That's right.
Like struggling, trying to get into a new culture. And not just that, like it was more like financial security, because I had a baby right after I was here. And then we had a baby to look after. Plus we were like too young. We didn't even, all I did was my high school, and I was married, right? So I have no education. So how am I going to survive? So I had to do all these random jobs, but I couldn't do that because I had a kid to look after. So my husband just did random jobs. Yeah, and we just lived in we rented a small basement suite where we just managed. We struggled. But then, we knew that that's not our final destination, but this is just where we started.
So you kept the dream alive.
Yes.
Yeah, the dream.
And the dream was never to be rich or to have money or the comfort, but the dream was to grow and to succeed. And both of us were not scared to work hard. We worked hard, and then I had my second, my third, and yes, it was a challenge just raising them.
Childcare is always a problem in the West without your family around.
And especially when you have no family.
Yeah.
Like me and my husband, I was just talking to my friend this other day. He was so surprised that we didn't go out for 6 years. Like me and him didn't have a life because where are we gonna leave kids? Then just we didn't have parents to leave them to, so we just patient. We would go everywhere where we could take kids. So to me, my recreation was going to Chuck E. Cheese, going to Walmart, McDonald's play area, and stuff like that, right? But then now when they grow, we have more resources, and we've grown in a comfort zone.
And you can do more.
Yes, we can do way more. And now I don't want to be rushing for just money, because I think I have enough, and I'm very happy where I am. Now is my chance. It's my turn to give. So I want to use every energy that I have in helping others.
So inspiring. So inspiring. Being here in North America, especially here in Edmonton, I've always known that dreams can come true. But when I look at you living in my dream house, and listening to your story, and you're so down to earth and humble, and you've taken the time to make us this magnificent, gorgeous meal.
I'm so glad you're having it.
Yeah.
Excuse me, is it okay if I dip my...
Absolutely, dip on,
like
girl.
live on Facebook. Sorry, but it's
dip away.
It's the best way to eat your cookie.
It is actually. But the thing is, you have me eating and you are dipping. Not fair. You should.
I'll eat it right after.
All right. So last year, talk to us about Miss Noble. Why did you choose Down syndromes? You raised. How much was it you raised last year, and how much are you looking to raise this year?
You have to understand, it's a big project that we do. Last time I had 1,000 people.
1,000 contestants?
No, 1,000 to come and view the whole pageant.
Oh wow!
So it was a big event.
Did your community come together for you?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yes, my community did, but it wasn't just one community.
All right.
It was for a noble cause.
Okay.
So it wasn't just one community. It was Miss Noble Canada.
Sure.
So Canada is multicultural, which is the beauty of this country. So everybody had Spanish, and I'm not being racist, but I had black, white, every person from every community came in. Yeah, it was such a diversity that I saw, and I was like moved. That was my first time doing something, and I was like, wow, there's so many people who are willing to help, but sometimes they just don't have that time to take the lead.
Right.
So maybe I just had to take the lead, and they were all there to support me.
Oh.
And we're going even bigger this time. We're doing it at Marriott.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's for 2 charities in over once.
Yeah.
And then I have a friend who's struggling from stress, trauma, because he fought a war in Afghanistan.
Oh.
So yeah, he served Canadian Army, and you know, every time you talk to him, he's in tears because all he has seen is bloodshed, dead bodies, and just he can't get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I really wanted to do something.
What a noble way to say thank you.
Yes,
Thank you to our servicemen.
you know, T, we are sitting in our house so comfortable, and I can sleep, and I know my kids are safe. I know my family is safe because it's those soldiers who are fighting for us and making sure we have a comfortable.
That we're able to sleep well at night,
yes,
isn't it?
it's just because of them. I mean, it's not even something that you should boast of. This is our moral duty. This is something we all should be doing because they do so much for us.
Yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it.
Well, I'm glad you're like promoting it through your medium and
Absolutely.
whatever you're doing.
Now, I need to say here that Ladies Corner works in partnership with Diversity Magazine. You will know Diversity Magazine. And we are syndicated in Red Deer, in Calgary, and not Leduc, but Fort McMurray. Okay, so this is gonna eventually be a syndicated show. So we've talked about why you're passionate about giving back. That is moving. So what were your greatest failures, and what did it teach you? Have you failed at anything?
I don't know how, it's just, I think the perception, failure is just perception. To me, fail is, I would define fail as F stands for first, and then A, attempt. I is in learning. So your first attempt in learning is fail. So there's nothing like a failure. And also you should, I believe that if you don't fail, you'll never succeed.
True.
And the road to success is paved with failure, mishaps, and a lot of experiences. So anytime it's a failure, it's like, yay, you know, it's first attempt in learning, and it's your chance to grow better. So yes, I've failed every time, but then it's an opportunity for me to grow and learn from it. And I'm always like happy if I fail, because I know that this is not the way, but there's another way for it.
Sure.
So just adds to.
I mean that's deep, because I speak to women every day, and some of the things I hear is you wanna amplify the successes of women. What about women that have tried, but for some reason or the other they are not at their promised land? What would you say to them?
For the women who are still struggling to be successful?
Yes.
Well, I would just say, like I just said, the road to success is paved with mishaps, failure, and experiences, be it good or bad. But as long as you don't lose the vision of the destination, you will head there. And don't ever give hope, don't lose hope on not being successful. If you're failing, you're struggling, it's not the end. It's just
a journey.
It's a journey. You fail, but then you have another step. Keep going and keep going. There's lots to learn.
It's true.
So
I mean, that is really, really honest and down to earth. There's a lot to learn in life.
So much. And it does get overwhelming though for women, because there's so much social pressure on us.
Yeah.
Because, you know, social expectation of a woman is to be a giver. Like if I look at my mom, my grandma, all they have done is give, and that's what everybody thinks a woman's supposed to be. But now in 21st century, when we're dreaming big and working hard to achieve our dreams, it's not easy to digest for most of the people, because they can't see that happen, because now women are talking about their rights, they're fighting, and they're trying to be successful. So yes, they will, not everybody would encourage women, but it's our moral duty as a woman to encourage each other. And if I see a friend who's struggling, I would just be her back and support her as much as I can.
Yeah, that's true actually, because I'm African, right? I'm from Nigeria originally, and the way we are, my culture, a lot of people in my community, when you eat maybe 25, 28, 30, you need to get married. So in some circles, there is a pressure to get married. So you could have a PhD, you could be a nuclear scientist, you could be, I don't know, working on the moon or something, but because you're not MRS,
Oh, and
they tend
wait
to
till you're
look
married.
at-
They want you to have kids. They're like, you're married, you should have kids. I'm like, okay, then
What
once
would
you're
you say to that pressure? Because it's unreal. It's getting better, but it's still there.
Still struggles,
It's
yes.
still there.
It's not about your
Yeah.
culture though, T. It's everywhere.
Oh.
It could be anywhere. A woman is always expected to give. Like, oh, you have to get married, look after a house, and then be a housewife.
And still that's the be all and the
And the
end all.
problem in this
Yeah.
century is that no man would date or marry a woman who just want to be a housemaker and stay at home, do nothing,
No.
because it's so expensive. So they want a woman to go out, create
work
enough
as well.
opportunities to make money so she could provide to the family. But at the same time, he expects her to come home and then play housewife and be like,
boring.
and it's okay. I mean, I don't say there's anything wrong if I can cook, and if I can cook, why would I cook for my husband? But I just don't want
Your life to just be that.
If I don't do it, I'm no good as a woman. That should not be the criteria.
That shouldn't
to
define
judge.
me, right?
Yeah, just because I can't cook, or just because I come home tired and don't have energy to cook or clean, doesn't tell that I'm not a good wife.
True.
You know.
A woman
So-
should not be defined.
Well, men has to change, and if woman is not every woman is that strong-headed and strong, where she doesn't give, excuse my language, she doesn't give a shit to all that, right? Not every woman is that strong. I would just say, ask for supporting group, like ask for friends for help, and see what they can do to help you, and find ways, but don't let people define who you are. And never stop dreaming. Never.
So what you're saying is women everywhere should have a voice. They shouldn't get lost in whatever situation.
But not everybody's
fine.
that brave to have a voice too.
Sure.
Just because I could be brave doesn't mean somebody else would be brave. So if you're not that brave and you think you're just suppressing your dreams and you're not living the life which you should be, then I encourage, especially when you're in a country like this, there's so much women support groups you could join, and never be scared.
Okay. I mean, that's an interesting thing to actually write about, to be fair. Okay, let's talk about dating and Mixximize. Could I find a date or
On Mixximize. Well, no. You
Not that
can't.
I'm looking for a date, I'm just
Are you looking
only
for a date though,
asking-
Tom? I can help you.
Well, very rich and no children.
And
for
somebody-
starters.
No, you're being very picky.
I am very picky.
I want this, I want that. Okay.
I want the fairy tale house was started, deep pockets.
Well, Mixximize is just
tell us
for
about
people who
Mixximize.
don't know what Mixximize is.
Yep.
It's a networking platform where you connect with the right people. Like I say, to be successful, it's not what you know. You don't. It's about who you know.
Who you know.
So you need
Is
to
that
have
really
the right
true?
connections. Yes, the right networking. When you're with the right people who lift you up and don't drain your energy and don't nag you.
Who had to you.
Yeah,
Or
and if
thought
you want to be
to.
successful, it's very important that you have to be around successful people.
That's right.
And to make that connection, Mixximize comes in. So you get to meet the top CEOs, influencers, experts in the city. So you could connect,
Alright.
send requests, and yes, there's lots for a person who wants to learn from influencer or CEOs, experts. Because one, you could land into a job with their companies, or they could be your investors, strategic partners, or business alliances.
That's true.
So there's so much. But when you talk about experts or CEOs, what's in there for them to give us all that time and effort? So we let them charge.
I'm feeling a bit hot. I think it's
Take it
all the.
off. I'm like, you feel that uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness.
Just put it on the side.
Okay.
All right, so we let them charge money for their time. So
Yeah.
they could just charge money for whatever time. And the money that they charge through networking would be given to a charity that they're passionate about.
That is a good thing to
Yeah, so
networking.
I would never do a business without a charity component. So Mixximize is my another venture, a platform to help charities. But then,
How is that going generally?
It's going really good because it would put churches in an autopilot mode.
Okay.
So what happens would be like, so you and me are networking, then I'd be networking with somebody else. All the money raised would be helping different charities. So I don't have to do event every year for charities. So there's always something happening for charities.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing. And yes, you can't really have a date. For date, you have to go to a dating site. This is more like a professional.
I mean,
But you never know. It might end up to a relationship.
Fair enough. I did check out Mixximize before coming, and all the men You're right. They are good caliber. They are
Yes.
CEOs. They are people who can change your life, your business life, or your career-wise, but not if you're looking for a date. So, girls, take note.
But you never know, T. What if you connect so good and you just might end up marrying?
Let's just see how this
But
goes.
it's
Let's
not. It's not meant for dating. But you never know.
I'm looking for a Tina Turner kind of relationship. We have a 30-year dating period and then
That's
marriage.
it. 30 days and that's
No,
it.
30 years.
Oh, 30. I like that.
30, just let's see.
I'm
the
like
market
30
come.
days. You can't
No,
even know the
30
first-
years commitment first, and then I'm in no rush really. So anyway, Mixximize. Let's just clear this up. And I'm not hunting. All right. Mixximize is for people who are looking for mentoring or networking to get their leg into whatever business it is.
Yes.
So they can go on to Mixximize to.
You nailed it, yes.
Ooh.
It's for people who want to be successful.
It's not Tinder, all right. It's not Tinder, guys. So don't go on Mixximize looking for, all right, sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Yes,
Yeah, alright.
it's just if you want to be successful, learn from the mentors. And if you're already at the platform where you can give, then that's Mixximize is again your platform to share the knowledge and get some wealth and make some money for charity.
What would you say to people who say networking and mentoring is overrated?
Is overrated? I don't think so. It's just that everybody's talking about it every day, and there's a lot of networking events happening. And with so much exposure to social media, you see it every now and then. Just gets like, oh, it's overrated, but it's not, because I think to be successful, you have to have the right connections. If you're not with the people who are successful, there's no way. If you are in a pool of like people who are just struggling, chances are you're going to be struggling too. You are average of the 5 people you hang around with, right? So you have to hang around with the top people. Whatever your dreams are, just hang around with those people. You want to be a drug addict? Go hang around with the people you're dealing with. You want to be successful? Go hang around with successful people. It's as simple as that.
Awesome. So where can we get more information about Mixximize?
It is simple. You just go www.mixximize.com and make an account. It's free to sign up. And we also have a Mixximize networking club, so where we do events every month.
All right.
So we do events. We call in an influencer. In March, I'm doing it for Mitch Cambage. So he's a mentor, business executive coach. We'll bring one influencer every month on board, where you have a chance to learn from him or her and grow and learn from their success stories, how they made it. Like I have Ken Franchak coming in June, who's going to share his story, how he went from homeless to executive companies. There's so much to learn, right? And we're doing it all for free. I'm sponsoring the tickets, food, drinks, everything, just because I want people to come, learn, grow, and be successful. And once they're successful, then we could all contribute to charities and make a difference and make this world such a better place to be.
That's so cool. All right, viewers, we've come nearly to the end. I've got 2 more questions. The first question being, can we take some of this home? Maybe G would like. Then we have
I'll
takeaway.
pack it for you, no worries. I think I'm going to have to warm it up again.
Okay, but we don't want to stress you. I just think it's not fair for G to see me eating all of this and she's doing all the work.
No, we could eat it later. No worries.
And then finally, you're looking for sponsors for Miss Noble 2019.
Yes.
Do you want to say something or 2 about that?
For Miss Noble Canada, that's my annual event that I do. It's a big event that I do to raise money for charities. And yes, I do have a very rewarding platform for all the business entrepreneurs. If you're looking for some recognition for your business, or if your business is already successful and you're looking for some new clientele, I have this platform where we could advertise you on a bigger platform. Not just that, we would do an event just to showcase and highlight your business. For any information, feel free to contact me, 780-221-4049.
All right, everyone. I want to thank you for staying with us. Arti, thank you for welcoming us to your home and for the delicious meal. I'm, nearly filled up. Right.
When also, T, before we go, I wanted to. I think it was a little poem that you wanted to read.
Yes. Well, could you sign us out with a song, a quote, or
Yes.
song from
I remember you telling me that last time you said you wanted to know about my favorite poem, and
Yeah.
so there's one poem that I always read. So I just thought maybe before we go, I just wanted to share that with everybody.
Okay.
So I just had it on my phone.
Awesome.
I was writing it in the morning.
Okay, okay.
And T's so bad, like she kept telling me, and then she forgot.
Well, can I just add here that if you are watching this and you want to join us maybe next week or upper week, could you send us an email and we'll come to you, or you can come to us. It's info@ladiescorner.ca. We are all about amplifying ordinary women who do extraordinary things, like Arti Extraordinary here. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it up.
This poem is called Lost Innocence, and it's by Michaela. It was published in April 2015, but it's so close to my heart. Yeah, so close.
Share that to us so we can.
I will. You could just write it down, but I'll just read it out. It's long. So.
Go for it.
Wind whistling, snow glistening. We try not to, but we're all listening. Loud screams, bad dreams. It's very far, but close it seems. Sad day, lost our way. All we can do is simply pray. Innocence gone, life no longer long. We may not know, but we're all doing wrong. Joy lost, the Holocaust. We look to see hearts covered in frost. Wars fought, sins taught, making mistakes, hoping not to be caught. Not taking blame, pushing for fame. As advanced as we are, we're still all untamed. Too much pride, needing a guide. We will deny it, but behind lies we hide. Hurting others, betraying brother, many forgetting to appreciate mothers. Lies are fed, filling heart and head. Through all these years, innocent blood has been shed. Children abandoned, lonely and stranded. We're all wasting the life that we have been handed. Taking from the poor, we're loving no more. Fight to be free, end up starting a war. People starting fights, no longer enjoying the sights, while mere mortals are taking our God-given rights. Soldiers killed, void can be filled. Pay close attention, for pure souls have been tilled. Need to find peace, work together like geese, but greatest of all, the hate needs to cease. The hate needs to cease.
Amen. That was really powerful. Thank you. A poem by Michaela. We'll have it. We'll have the link shared out in a minute. Thank you everyone for watching. See you next time.
Thank you.